We just got back from Vegas on Thursday, and I really don't know what to say. I mean, it was I knew it would be different. I hadn't been there for 15 years, and it was. I mean, the strip was totally transformed, and it was pretty much overwhelming. Really, it was. Our town has changed a lot. I don't know if I wouldn't say it was for the better. It is what it is. It's always been what it is. It's a facade. It's a fake place, but there's real people live there, and they try to make a living. And we had some fun. We went to the New York, and bought some souvenirs, some crap. And there's a lady there, and we asked her. I asked her. I says, "Who owns this joint now?" And she was like, "I I don't know." Okay, well, maybe she really doesn't know. Maybe she's afraid to say. It used to be Prim and MGM. There was a joint ownership. Gary Prim, he owned Primadonna Corporation. And I worked for his corporation. Then, later it's like, hey, is there a food court in here? I'm asking this lady. I want to go upstairs. Well, I know there's a food court. She looks at me. No, there's no food court. So, okay, we go upstairs, and then we go have one of these, a New York pretzel. It was pretty good. They had pizza, they had Nathan's hot dogs. They had a big food court. I don't know what she was downstairs, so maybe it was like, I don't know what goes on upstairs there. I just work here. So, and we, we got around MGM, cameras. I asked the lady, she's selling show ticket discounts, so I said, where is Mr. Ed? Oh, no more Mr. Ed. Well, that's sad. Go to Luxor, looking for the talking camels. No more talking camels. No more Nile River. No more anything. Where do we went to Miracle Mile. That was cool. Actually, we went downtown. That was all right. It was interesting. At least downtown has not changed too much. The plaza was fenced off because it was under renovation. And I went to Vegas Club, worked there. Went to the Gate, worked there. Went to the Fremont, worked there. Couldn't go in the plaza, but it was okay downtown. Same as ever, because it didn't look. Parts of downtown had changed a lot. And I think it was on Wednesday. They came in the room, my girlfriend and the daughter. And my girlfriend asked me, she says, do you know who Ernie Shavers is? I said, yes, I do know who Ernie Shavers is. She said, he's in there, in a memorabilia shop in a Miracle Mile, Planet Hollywood. Do you want to go and see him? Well, yes, I did want to go see him. So we went there, and Ernie was sitting at the table on his cell phone. He didn't look too interested. He knew I was there to bother him. So when he hangs up the phone, oh, sir, can I shake your hand? We shake hands. Then I'm talking to the, I told him other people, other fighters, I'd shake their hands. But he wasn't interested. He wasn't really that nice, whatever. He's there for the money. So I talked to the owner, and it was like, he says, he had a picture of Mike Tyson. He says, yeah, Mike's doing good these days because he lives in Vegas. He's a family man now. He's happy. I said, that's nice. I said, I seen him. I ran into him around town here when I lived here. Then he says, Norton's is coming. And Ken Norton walked in pushing a walker, which I felt good because I got to use a fucking walker. I mean, and he was looking really pretty good, even though he needed the walker. Muscular, big guy, big man. He sits down, he's very friendly, shakes my hand, big hands. Big hands. Like I wouldn't want to get hit by that hand. And we're talking boxing, and he's really interested, He was hard to understand because the accident he had, he's got neurological damage from that. But it was very good. He was a very nice man. So I got to shake his hand. Then I went out into the the atrium, the hallway there, and I started crying. I was moved. And then we went out to Lake Mead, and I'm like saying, we're gonna stop at the marina. The marina is supposed to come up before the lake. It always did, but now it wasn't there. So we get to the lake, to Boulder Beach. We pull in, and we move a little further than the beach, and there's the marina. We go down there, park, walk on. When we sit down, we're gonna have lunch, and it was all. I mean, they had to move it because the water was too low because of the drought. There was no water. There wasn't enough water for a marina, so they just moved everything, the pontoons and everything, and we went out to the dam, and that was pretty cool. Drove over to the Arizona side. As we drove around Vegas, I was like, "Go turn down there, go here," and I was trying to locate my memories, and there wasn't too much of them was left. Sometimes I'd be surprised. Oh, I lived there. That's still there. I don't believe that. It was. It's really spread out. Vegas. It's just unbelievable. 14% unemployment. 1 in 7 houses are vacant. They're so upside down on property values that it'll take 9 years for people to get even on their mortgages. Every time they pay a mortgage payment, they're losing money. And it says, I read this, 20 years to get to the high water mark when it was really strong. So what's going to happen there? Probably it will survive Vegas. I mean, they got some sharp business minds there. What it meant to me was a place to try and live, and I do have feelings for it. Just the desert itself and the intensity, the improbability of the place. I mean, it's you can't stop laughing in a way because out of nowhere in the middle of the desert, they got these strip casinos are so close now that it's like Manhattan skyscrapers. There used to be 4, 5, 6 miles between a casino, and as it filled in, it's just Stardust is gone, Frontier, Westward Ho, just a big open space waiting for development. Sahara fenced all around there. I worked there. I was a dealer there. They're going to tear that down. The Casino Royale is still there, inexplicably. The last joint I worked at, the King 8, the second last, it's called something else now. It's called the Wild West or some shit. It's a little dump, that's all. Anyway, this is something I need to write, but here I've just spoken about it. I just talked about it. It's I don't know if I can come up with anything more than cliches. What can I say? That the usual Vegas shit. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It's fake. It's cynical. They just want your money. It's about the money. But at the same time, I mean, it was weird the way you had sometimes a half mile off the strip, you got like some vicious, devastated crack wasteland. There's people living under the flood tunnels. They're living in there, in these flood tunnels, underneath the casinos, underneath them. And people know about it, and they just leave them alone. They don't care. Out of sight, out of mind. All right, that's enough. But I do want to show you. Now, one time I knew this woman, and we were just friends and so on, and she knew I liked the stuffed animals, and I haven't shown these before, So she said, I will give you some stuffed beavers. So this is what? This is Mama, oops, okay, Mama stuffed beaver, right? Stuffy beaver. Oops. And here's a baby. Baby beaver. Baby stuffed beaver. So she was joking about giving me her stuffed beaver. But it wasn't that big of a joke because I never got very far with that woman. You know, this wasn't going to happen. Okay. Mom! Hey, Mommy! You know, good. Good boy. Good boy.